Okay. Really, this I guess talk we're gonna have is just to set up our nutrition challenge for the month of May, and these are our 3 kind of rules or pillars for that nutrition challenge. Number 1, eat your body weight in protein, in grams of protein every day. We've done that before. Last time we did a nutrition challenge, we did that, and it's, for some of us it was really difficult. For others, you got the hang of it. I think through trial and error you can figure it out, but it might be tough if you've never like tried to think about doing that before. Number 2 is eat 800 grams of fruits and vegetables every single day, which is a new facet to our challenge. That is that's going to be the bread and butter, so to speak, of this challenge. If you can make sure you're eating that amount of fruits and veggies, you're likely not going to be inclined to eat a bunch of junk food or filler food or snacks, let's say cupcakes, cookies, chips, other energy bars, etc. And then number 3, no alcohol, and that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we need to dive into the reasons behind that, unless there's someone that wants to argue with me about it. The alcohol? Amy?
I mean, Jello shots.
No.
That's fruit. That's fruit. Even if it's sugar-free.
No Jello shots. I think there's quite a few, there's probably quite a few people who have like 1 glass of wine every few nights or every night.
Just call me out. Go ahead.
And I think that can inhibit your recovery massively in a multitude of ways. It could impair your protein muscle synthesis, so your ability to make more muscle. It could impair your ability to sleep, right? Think cognitively. There's a bunch of different facets. But those are our 3 rules for the nutrition challenge. Do you guys have any questions about them? There's got to be tons of questions today. 800 grams does seem like a lot. If you don't know much about fruits.
Does that mean the part that you actually eat, or the part that it has like the rind on it?
Boom! That's why I brought this banana. All right, you guys can't really see the scale. I guess you could come up and see it. But like this banana with the skin on it is 140 grams. So when I track my food, I'm probably not gonna, the banana is kind of negligible. You're not eating the skin unless you're a weirdo. But I would eat the banana and then throw the skin back on the scale and see how much you subtract. Right? It's probably gonna be negligible with the banana, but maybe like an orange, for example. You're not gonna weigh the whole orange and then slice it and eat the slices. You probably slice it first, weigh the slices, and then eat it. Does that make sense? Yeah, the edible parts of your food. So that goes for like, let's say bone-in steaks. You can get tricked. Well, my biggest pet peeve is that like restaurants, they're gonna tell you, oh, we got a 16-ounce bone-in steak, but they're only giving you like 12 ounces of meat because there's some bone there. I like to meal prep every week. So like if I'm gonna make, let's say I'm gonna make rice, I'm gonna make beef, I'm gonna make another vegetable, broccoli, right? I would make those 3 things separate, and then I would portion them out into my containers. So I would have like 5 or 6 containers, and then I would put however many grams of beef, broccoli, rice in that container for that day. That way you know, okay, that meal is X amount of broccoli, rice, beef. I can calculate the calories based on how much it weighs, and then figure out how many macros are in each container. Yes?
Is that before or after you cook? Or after you steam it?
I will weigh my food usually just after, if I'm doing it like that. Yes. Yes.
Listen, these are real facts.
These are good questions. These are exactly what Tucker and I talked about being brought up. Valid questions.
So, let me just make sure I understand. I weigh the broccoli after I steam one.
Yes. Go ahead. What if you eat it raw?
No, this is embarrassing.
No, that would, you didn't think my question was
Ask your question.
What if it's microwave?
That's not embarrassing.
You still weigh it
The
when
steam
it's
bags are awesome.
after a microwave.
If it's a microwavable bag, you'll likely know how much is in it based on the nutrition facts on the label. But you could also just weigh it after. That'd be fine.
I weigh it before I get it.
Yeah, after you cook it, but before you eat
Yeah, you gotta weigh it before you eat it.
No, duh. Like, I weigh it, like, right before, like, the whole meal is cooked, and I weigh it. Or, like, I weigh it before I cook it.
You gotta know how many vegetables.
This is how I would do it, Abby. I would have my plate, whatever I'm gonna eat, on my scale. Turn the scale on. Zero it out.
That's what I meant.
What kind of scale do you have? 'Cause mine is so big.
I don't know.
Oh, I have that scale.
Mine is, like, so small, and I feel like it's
You can get another one. You can find one at Target, Walmart, Amazon, I'm sure. The way I would do it, Abby, is if I'm making one meal like for dinner and I cooked some different stuff, but I don't know how much any of it weighs, I would just put my food or my plate on the scale and then
There's your meat,
put my food on there.
20.
And then after I put my meat on it, I would zero it. And then put my carbs on it, zero it. Put my veggies on it, zero. Yes?
what if you, like, don't know? Okay, like, let's say you get turkey
Uh-huh.
from Target or something. And then you know exactly what it is because it says it. But what if you don't? You know what I'm saying?
Like if,
Look up a random turkey.
like if, yeah. Like, so say you're,
If you got turkey from a friend, they gave you turkey. And you're like, I don't know.
Charles shot a turkey and he brought you some.
Like, I don't know how much turkey is in this.
I think,
Oh, sorry, is that a different topic? Are we getting
no, that's a fine question. I think you can just guesstimate as best as possible.
well, like, you know when you look it up and you're like, turkey.
Yes.
Free. So you can't pick the highest protein one, that's cheating.
Right, you don't necessarily know, so I would guess.
So go with the lowest one.
Go with a medium one. Right? When we're buying like beef, turkey, for example, chickens, just chicken, but I would try to buy the leanest version of that meat. Right? If you can buy 93.7 beef versus 80.20, you're gonna get a lot more protein content and a lot less fat content. Which if your goal is to lose weight or build muscle, you want more protein. And if your goal is to lose weight, you want probably less total calories.
Don't buy your turkey out of the back.
Do you have any questions, Jamie?
If you're at your friend's house and they make you dinner,
Yes.
you don't get to be like, here's my scale.
Right. Yes. You're probably not going to take your scale like to the restaurant that you go to eat on a Friday night. But you can guesstimate in some apps, depending on what app you're using. Like I use the First Form app, and they have different restaurants in there, meals. Like Chick-fil-A, for example, almost every app I feel like has Chick-fil-A's food options. But for those meals, hopefully you're not eating out every single night, Abby. You can kind of just guesstimate, and that's okay. Now,
But also, like, if you're doing really, really well and you go to your friend's house and you're having dinner there, then just enjoy yourself.
But then I'm trying to win here.
I know, but like, if you are managing it outside.
now to have the highest chance to win the challenge, you need to do every one of these things every single day, because there's going to be a drawing for 3 months of free membership.
Wait, did you hear that? It's a drawing. I never win drawings. I know.
Don't let Abby's negative attitude get you down.
No, we were a tiebreaker. We have like
There will be another thing. There's going to be some nutrition coaching tied into that.
So, I'm still gonna do this honestly for the health aspects, not for the winning.
Because she's
But-
getting married.
Yeah, I'm getting married. But anyway, if you like win it, you just get your name in a drawing, and then that gets drawn.
So for each day that you do all 3 things, you're going to get your name entered. If you miss one of the 3 things, you're out.
You just don't get one.
Right. Right. You don't get a drawing for that day.
For that day. You don't get your name.
Right.
You're just not getting it.
You got to complete all 3 things to get your name entered. You get, how many days are in May? Well, that's not my phone. Ah. Say that again?
The body weight.
You gotta lock it in.
So for the body weight in grams of protein, I weigh 185 pounds. Pounds. That was your question? Yeah. Not kilos, pounds. So for kilos, it would be like 2.5 per kilo. Do you have questions? Grams. So partner, if you weigh 100 whatever, then you eat 100 whatever. Okay, go ahead.
Do your body weight or your ideal body?
Your body weight.
Current body weight.
Current body weight. Yes, it sure is. And here's the why. Here's the reason why we want to eat our body weight in grams of protein. Your body uses protein for more than just muscle synthesis. It's not just going to like building muscles. It's going to repairing organs, repairing skin, nails, hair, brain function, all these different things. And if you are under eating on your protein, your body's using all that protein for like its normal biological functions, not for muscle protein synthesis. So if you're not eating your body weight in protein, you're never gonna build muscle. Does that make sense?
If we're trying to lose weight, do we want to build muscle?
Yes. The question was, if we're trying to lose weight, do we want to build muscle? Yes. Yes, you're on video. You're not on video. Your questions might be heard on video.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I asked you this last. No.
No, don't do that. Just ask.
I asked you this the last time we did the nutrition challenge. If I all of a sudden eat more, because this is more than I eat, am I gonna get fat?
No.
Are you sure?
If you are eating your body weight in protein,
Way more than I
if you're eating 800 grams of veggies and fruit, and you're not drinking alcohol, you're not going to want to eat like a shithead, for lack of a better word. You're not gonna, if you do this, you're not gonna want to go to Whataburger or Chick-fil-A, and you're not gonna overeat. Therefore, you're not gonna get fat or gain weight. I'm not saying you do. Say that again. I can send you recipes that I enjoy, yes. Yes, Jamie, there's a form. So I'm gonna let everyone track their own ways, right? Everyone's probably got their own app that they enjoy, but there's gonna be a Google form that is linked to Wodify announcements. So on your app, you'll be able to access it. And on that Google form, there's 2 things that you can enter. I need a picture of your protein at the end of the day. So there should be on your app some way to see how many grams of protein you ate in that day. A screenshot of that in that category, and then there's a screenshot for pictures of your meals. So you, instead of tracking, I still want you to, but instead of sending me 5 different screenshots of each meal and how many grams of veggies or fruit was in each meal, just take a picture of your meal with the fruits and veggies.
What if it's in a protein shake? You don't need it on the scale.
Let me repeat that. I don't necessarily need it on the scale. I want to see it in your meals or in your snacks. If it's in a protein shake, okay.
Send a picture of the shake.
Send a picture of the shake, or yeah. Just maybe make a note in there, hey, I put in blueberries, strawberries, bananas in my shake, or something like that.
You want a picture of every meal?
I take pictures of all my food throughout the day.
If there's no veggies or fruit in it, maybe not. I would say just for the fruits and veggies. I want to see that you guys are eating that much, right? And hey, you can track like I know some of you saw the pasta meal I posted like a month ago, right? And I eat it religiously. There's 200 grams of onions in that, and you bet your ass I'm counting those. I don't eat many veggies, to be honest with you guys. I eat a lot of just protein and fruit, and that's fine. I should probably eat maybe a couple more veggies, but I like to eat more fruits because they're denser, so they weigh more, right? a banana and an apple weigh more than a handful of lettuce or broccoli. And lettuce? Yeah, but you have to eat like a cow's worth. Okay. What did I miss? One sec. Let me reference my notes. Yes, ma'am. So there's a Google form. There's a Google form that's going to be attached to the Wodify announcements. And so you'll just go on there, you'll enter your name. I think it'll ask for your email. And then you'll be able to put in a picture. I would screenshot your protein, the amount of protein that you eat in a full day. So you could do it at the end of the day. And then I would just take pictures of your meals that have, you know, veggies.
Us to send you like what we're eating, but you don't necessarily want a picture of like it weighed out.
No, he can eyeball it. He's a pro.
Mine is prepped already and like ready to go.
Yes. So if you want to send a picture of it with it weighed out, perfect. I'm gonna say I trust you to weigh it and then just put it on your plate so that eliminates having to take 8 different pictures of the things that you weigh, right? Or if you want to just, yeah, I would say send me a picture of the plate that you're gonna eat right before you eat it. I trust you guys. I think the group that is here to actually get better and improve their nutrition, not just win the challenge to win the challenge.
Eggs only have 6 grams of protein.
7.
So even though the app you're using to track lists, still want a picture of the actual food?
Yeah. If you listen, I'm fine with either one. If you want to send me a screenshot of the fruits and veggies tracked in your app and you feel like that would be easier or better to send me than a picture of your meal, fine. But I like the idea of sending me a picture of your meal because I know you're eating that.
We're not sending it to you. That's not.
Yes, I'm gonna see it though. Yes.
Can you give me an example so I know what I'm getting into of how much would be 800 grams of fruit and vegetables? Like give me an example. Like a banana and.
So if this banana weighs 120 grams, let's say, that's an eighth of your.
Take that banana out of the skin and let's say eat it real quick and weigh the skin.
We'll just weigh the skin. Now I gotta eat the banana.
Mason, what date does this start?
Monday.
Monday. Which one?
This skin weighs
Mason,
36 grams.
can I weigh my fruit?
Bring it over. So, like that banana weighs about 100 grams. Go ahead. The whole pineapple, 2,000 grams.
I'm getting my fruit. What are y'all doing?
What's a vegetable? The leaves count as a vegetable.
So I would say like a banana, a good sized apple is probably 200, 250 grams. That's 350 right there. That's half your daily need. Veggies, I'm not, like I said, I don't eat a lot of them, so I'm not too keen on them, but. What? I can't hear you. Vegetarian. What if you're vegetarian? Oh, I knew Whitney should have stayed. If you're vegetarian, so you just don't eat meat, but you eat animal products, still yes? Like cottage cheese, eggs, nuts, those are gonna be probably your best sources. Yogurt, tofu, no.
You don't like tofu.
It's soy. Animal products over everything. Whitney. Feel like I'm missing something. No other questions? Did that answer your question, Abby? They could give you an
It's basically paleo.
Huh?
It's basically paleo. I just realized that.
Paleo.
Diet.
Basically, paleo is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah, I want to push you towards eating more whole foods and less pastas, breads, grains.
But no, you said
There is
oh,
a
wait,
90 protein burger at Whataburger.
Veggies, carbs, fruits are carbs. Rice is still good, but fruits are better. Right? What is the CrossFit thing? Eat. Pretty well planned, if I do say so myself.
What about like starchy vegetables?
Wait, that counts.
Sweet potatoes, all that still counts.
Those good. Yeah, those are good. Sweet potatoes, yes. Those count as veggies. Yes.
Potatoes are vegetable.
What did you ask? Someone asked. Is avocado a fruit or veggie? Do we know? A fruit. I don't eat avocado. I don't like avocado very much. What about, do we know, I'm curious about this. I forgot to look it up. Edamame. Is that a veggie?
That's a vegetable.
Isn't that a legume?
It's a veggie
It's a vegetable.
and it has a buttload of protein. Edamame. Chickpeas. I will talk to Tucker about resuming our Facebook group or maybe creating a new one for this challenge so that we can like brainstorm ideas too. I think that would be beneficial. Like we just did that right there and we came up with some different high protein ideas.
155 grams of cooked edamame is 18.5 grams of protein.
So that's a 2-for-1. That gets you your protein and your grams of veggies. Cool? Okay. I can throw together a list of like basics, high protein options, good veggie, good carb, good fruit options.
That's a good idea.
Good?
And y'all feel free to share any good recipes.
And Tucker and I talked about making this like a paid challenge, but I think we're gonna do it free. Because there's quite a bit of like, y'all want to do this. There's good buy-in from y'all, right? And the people that are not here that are just gonna watch the video, if you guys have any questions, just ask me, text me. Good to go? No other questions?
No, not right now.
Okay. Bang, bang.